What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. If your day's not going good, I hope tomorrow is better. Now subscribe to the subscribe button and notification bell. Subscribe and for your loyalty. Today we'll be testing the all-new Zhiyun Cinepeer Weebill 3E. Now, using a gimbal for sports videography is not very common. It's actually, I've never done it personally. I've done it for like when I'm making cinematic kind of sports videos, but we're gonna be testing it a little differently in this one. So in this video, along with testing this gimbal for cinematic shots, we will also be testing it for action shots, along with just any type of fast movements and the test of all tales, running.
Look at this dude.
But before we get into that, we're gonna get right to the unboxing. Chat, oh my God. Y'all probably already know from the title, but y'all don't really know the whole of it. This is my first official product review from a company that sent me a product. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause because we made it. I'm actually very excited. I didn't announce this in the broadcast channel or anything like that. I probably should have. This was something I was supposed to kind of like not speak about because it's an unreleased product. Let's just get right into this. I've heard about this brand. I've noticed that I've seen this brand when I was in the market for looking for my first gimbal. This brand was also within Best Buy and everything like that. So when I got this email, I was like, wow. Now, before we get really into it, I am not being paid to do this. They just sent me it and said they want a review. So I am going to be absolutely honest, respectful, but honest. What I currently use is the DJI Ronin RS3 Pro. I'm not really gonna take it easy on the gimbal. However, I haven't used that gimbal for any type of sports content, but I know what it would feel like. So, I mean, let's just get right into it. First official look at things. So this is what it comes in now. It's like a little styrofoam type vibe. It's like nice little case. Nothing too crazy about this. I don't want anything to fall out. I haven't seen it yet. Y'all tell me, what are we looking like? What are we? Oh, wait. Oh, this is first glance. This looks great. It does look very familiar to the RS3 Pro, like in terms of I'm familiar with what parts are what. So I'm glad because when I first got that gimbal, I didn't know what I was doing or what I was looking for or what I was looking at. Starting off, we do have our, I'm not sure if this is the base plate or the extension plate, but this might be the original just base plate right here. These here are the wires. So any type of wired connections that you may want to do, connecting things to your camera. And we also have our little piece right here that goes into the bottom of our camera that goes into the bottom of our base plate. And then it's pretty simple, you know, we just got the gimbal and we have the little tripod stand that goes on it. And that is it. And you know what? I say that as a compliment because it's very simple. Very simple. Ooh. Oh man, this is considered a compact gimbal, which it 100% is. But this is nothing compared to size and weight to the RS3 Pro. And I say that as a compliment because this claims that the payload can carry up to 6.6 pounds, and that's the same as the RS3 Pro. I don't know. If that's the case, this may be something to really sit there and consider. I use the RS3 Pro specifically because I use the Sony A1. I use my 24-70 pretty much. It's like, that's pretty much the payload that I'm working. And on my A1, I have a battery grip connected, so that makes it even heavier. But let me tell you, when I'm shooting weddings and anything like that, my arms are dead. So with this, oh, this would be simple. The next thing that's gonna be very important to pretty much tell how efficient this gimbal will be is how easy is it to balance it. Balancing gimbals can also be a skill issue. There are factors that kind of make it easier and harder with certain gimbals to balance and such, and you know, things of that nature. But let's just get right into this. So the camera that I'm gonna be using is the Sony A7 III. We're not gonna be using the A1 for this one because, well, I'm recording with it. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long. That would be embarrassing on my part. How would I get this on? It's actually not bad at all. Did I do that? I kind of did, didn't I? Oh, okay, that's, yeah, right. No exaggeration at all. 30 minutes later. I finally got everything balanced, and I will say it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it is something it takes a little getting used to. It's something of what you would expect at the price range that this comes in at, so you can't really expect the best of everything, but we're here to see if it is able to carry the payload of up to 6.6, and if it is, the size itself, you know, that little setup time will, you know, it'll make up for it. I mean, okay, so this is point follow, which, I mean, it's carrying this current payload, which is, it's carrying it pretty nicely as well. Like it's doing what it's supposed to do. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so it has the full turnaround. If you double click 3 times, it brings it back. Got it. So it does have the basic 3 modes that a gimbal has and what you would typically look for. It wouldn't have anything like the whole 360 mode or anything like that. It's obviously probably not gonna have that. The one thing I do wanna check that I know I'm gonna need for sports is if, well, one, if I hold the front thing, is it gonna just hold where it is? So if I hold here, okay. So holding this trigger does not lock. Okay. So I wish holding the trigger did lock these, because what I like to do is get low angles with my gimbal. So I will just have to figure out a way of how to do that. Maybe if I switch it to the L mode and okay, nope, you ain't like that. Oh no, there we go. Okay, kind of. So I may not be able to get the whole low angle mode. I have to do a little bit more research on that. Let me fix this this problem I created. There's a couple things, like I said, that I am used to that this gimbal does not have, but I am way more interested in just being able to tell if it can carry a payload like the A1 while I'm running around with it. How smooth will the footage look, and if I can just put together a really nice little highlight video using such an entry-level small gimbal and just seeing, you know, what its capabilities are. So I mean, let's get right into that. With that being said, it's time for the conclusion. Starting off with probably the only 2 bad things I have to say about this gimbal. It says it can handle that 6.6 weight load or payload. It cannot handle it as well as something like the RS3 Pro. Or I'll just show you for comparison. The same exact camera, same exact setup, and one is on, you know, the Weebill Cinepeer 3E, and then one is on the RS3 Pro. You can kind of already just immediately tell the difference without even any slow-mo. You can just tell the difference when it comes to those running shots. Yeah, that's really the deciding factor. So the other thing is just simply that it's pretty difficult to balance. So let's just say you're at an event and you start the event without a microphone, but then you want to put the microphone on and you have to go ahead and rebalance everything. It's not the most convenient thing in the world to balance. It's not hard at all, but it's not convenient. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like I said, something like the RS3 Pro. But with those 2 things being said, when you factor in this thing coming in at a $250 price point, it's not that bad. You know, it's not that bad at all. Like the question of this entire video, would I recommend this gimbal for sports? No. In a special situation, maybe if you had pretty light equipment, sure. But also at the same time, there's no like side handles on this. For you to be able to put any attachments onto this gimbal, to be able to hold it in any specific way. So, you know, like the whole side handles, the top handle, there's no like room for you to be able to add attachments onto this to make it so that it's easier to hold. So when it comes to sports, this is the only grip you can use. It's kind of inconvenient when you're trying to get specific like action shots. But for a commercial or a wedding, I 100% believe this camera would be really good for those slow movement shots. It's a cool gimbal. And depending on where you are in your career, for this $250 price point, if you've never used a gimbal before and you don't have like super heavy equipment and you're shooting pretty entry-level stuff, I feel like this is something you should definitely go ahead and pick up, because like I said, it serves its purpose in terms of stabilizing your footage. It's just when you start to get into like the big body cameras with the grips and yada yada, it can get a little shaky. So I mean, with that being said, I do want to thank Zhiyun for even giving me this opportunity. This is dope. I really appreciate this so much. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all made this happen. because of how much I've grown and stuff like that. This has happened because of y'all, so I appreciate y'all so much. I do have an affiliate link. I do make a profit if you do use the affiliate link in the description down below, so I appreciate y'all so much. I believe there's also like a discount code or something like that. It'll all be in the description down below. Everything will be in the top link description down below. So once again, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank you for everything. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out the merch link in the description down below. Check out the preset link in the description below. And most of all, check out that broadcast link in the description down below. I just introduced a new series that I'm gonna be doing soon. Well, towards the end of this month. So if you're not in there, you might not know about it. So I will go ahead and check that out. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. See you next one. Oh, stay creative. See you next one. Peace.